My rarely seen ancistrus. He's decided to come out in the light tonight. He's obviously going to go for those flue ball bug bites in the vase. He appears to be right healthy. A couple of months ago, I filled this gallon jar with water from the tap and added some compost, and it's been sitting here next to this window the whole time. Occasionally I top it off, and this morning I noticed that it finally turned green. So, disbelieving that it was green because of phytoplankton, I emptied all the water into a couple pitchers and thoroughly cleaned the glass of algae with filter floss and also some vinegar. Rinsed it out, returned the water to the jar, and it's been allowed to settle here for several hours. So you can see that the water is still indeed green, so obviously I've succeeded in culturing phytoplankton. So what I'd like to do is empty 3 of the other 4 jars on this level. Here you can see the other 4 jars on the level. One of them has potting soil and plant clippings of water wisteria, so I'm culturing water wisteria in that jar. But the other 3 only have Daphnia, and one has some brown paper and blackworms. What I'd like to do is use the other 3, set them up like I did the first jar with just tap water and compost. After a few days, the chlorine will have evaporated from the water, and then I can seed them with green water from the successful culture. I put water from the faucet in this plastic pickle jar along with some compost several weeks ago, and I've been putting it outside during the day but bringing it in at night because it does get down to freezing some nights this time of year. So this has been in and out of doors. It may contain spores of different types of algae, but I want to see what it does, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in a glass pickle jar. In this jar I have some compost, so I'm going to get roughly equal amounts in both jars. Now, this is the 5-gallon bucket that I keep underneath my bedroom tank, and I filled it with tap water 3 days ago. So all of the chlorine should have evaporated by this time. Since there's no chlorine in any of these containers, it should be safe to go ahead and seed these cultures with phytoplankton. Several days later, there they are. The greenest one in the center is obviously the starter culture, and I've placed all 4 jars here on this table next to the window where they'll get the most light. Hopefully in a few weeks I'll have 4-gallon jars of green water, and I can begin to feed Daphnia when I add green water to these Daphnia cultures. They should explode with lots of live food for my fish.